Yeah.
You're tired of living, I guess, then, huh?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, you're lucky you're not dead.
Yeah. I was looking for the construction office. Could you tell me which way it is?
Yeah, I'll tell you. See that trailer right down there? You just walk down and go straight ahead. That's it.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
You're welcome. Tell you a big secret, though. You'll never get there laying on the ground. Huh? Here, let me give you a hand.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hurry it up, you guys. We ain't got all day.
What's going on?
I don't know.
I asked you men to hang around after the shift so I can introduce a new man. He's going to be assistant supervisor under me and over Murray Connor. All right? Mr. Peters. He'll start in tomorrow to learn the ropes. All right, that's all. Good night, Mr. Peters.
All right, Mr. Strowski. It's not what you know, it's who you know every time.
Yeah.
When did all this happen?
Sit down, Frank.
Well, who's he?
Peters.
Ed Peters, that's the new assistant supervisor, huh?
Yeah.
Well, what happened? What happened? You told me when Murray Connor's got the foreman job, you said, Frank, the next job that comes along that doesn't require a college graduate, you can have it. Isn't that what you said?
Sure, Frank. I told you that.
Well, so what do you got? Any kicks or something here? I can operate a piece of machinery you got out there, but anybody around here, you ask anybody. Ask Murray himself. You ask Pop Rodriguez in maintenance, anybody.
I don't have to. Frank, look, it's circumstances.
What do you mean circumstances? Come on, Sammy, what was it? New gear? You remember how quick I learned to operate the giant blade we got in? Huh? Or maybe you don't want to remember that.
Nobody's complaining. You're good, I know that.
So if I'm good, how come then he's the new assistant supervisor?
Listen, I didn't have anything to do with it. I put your name in the front office. I can even show you the memo, but they sent me this guy, Peters.
Well, what's he got? Has he got experience or something? Oh, where's he come from? The East? Turnpike's where?
I even called a girl in the front office. What's her name?
Florence is her name.
Florence. Frank, look. It's one of those things. Peters is somebody's nephew or something.
You mean to tell me he's never worked in construction before?
Maybe. I don't know much about it.
Well, I do. We just took a walk down the road to smell the wildflowers and avoid from hitting them. I had to pile my bull up in an embankment to keep them smearing all over my treads. Listen, Sammy, what kind of a game is this?
Frank, I can still file for cause without arbitration, so keep your hands to yourself.
Sorry. I don't know. Listen, I've been operating that bull ever since I was in service. I can operate every piece of machinery you got out there.
Yeah. What are you, a choir boy? The first time anything like this ever happened? A road commissioner square, a primary contractor. Favors, Frank, favors. Well, they care if Maury and me have to cover up for this guy. Do him a favor, that's all, see?
Yeah, I see, but you promised. You said to me, Frank, the next job that comes along
Frank,
that
it's a
doesn't...
payoff. You want me to tell St. Angelo or Marcus they can't hire this man? It's their business. You don't like it, you know what you can do.
I know what I ought to do. I ought to quit.
Don't quit. I can figure out a way to fire you so you'll get a week's severance pay.
Thanks! You're real big sometimes, Sammy. Sammy, I'm sorry. You know, I'm not a sore-head. You know that. Just that this guy is somebody's nephew. He doesn't know the difference between a bulldozer and a sewing machine.
Frank, I'm looking at this from a selfish point of view. Don't walk out. I need a good man out there. Well?
I wouldn't give him the satisfaction. What goes?
I don't know. I'm long on experience and short on uncles. That's the way it goes, huh?
Guys?
Yep.
Where you been?
Just bought some flowers.
Oh, all right.
What kind of day did you have?
Oh, fine. I got the motive. Hey, what are you trying to do? You trying to burn me to death?
I'm sorry. What do you mean, demoted?
Hey, remember that job I told you Sam said to me that the next job that comes along that didn't require a college graduate, I could have it? Well, I came along and I didn't get it either. Somebody's nephew got it, a guy named Peters. Anyway, Sam knows the rook and I'm forgetting, I'll tell you that. I like to see this guy Peters push a bull up an embankment sometime. That's something I like to see. Huh? Oh, come on now. Who am I talking to? Doris? Hey. Doris! Come on.
Oh, he backed over the flowers.
I'm pretty stupid, I guess. I'm not used to backing up a trailer.
Well, I can see that.
Frank.
You work for the San Mark Company, don't you? You're the man on the tractor.
I skinned a bull, if that's what you mean, yeah.
My name's Peters, Ev Peters.
Frank. He apologized.
Frank Marr.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry about your garden. It doesn't do much good, though, does it? I mean, being sorry can't bring a flower back to life, can it?
No, it can't. Come on, Doris, make some coffee, huh?
I'm sorry. I'll fix that fence for you.
Oh, thanks. Well, I guess we're going to be neighbors, hmm?
Yeah, it looks that way.
Look, don't worry about the flowers. Doesn't make any difference.
You're being awfully nice about it. I'll see you.
What is the matter with you?
That's the guy that got my promotion.
Well, he was only trying to apologize. You didn't have to walk away
You
like
don't understand. He's the new assistant supervisor. That's the guy that the front office pushed in ahead of me.
that. Well, he doesn't know that. You know, just because you're disappointed, you didn't have to snarl at him.
I didn't snarl at him. I shook hands with him, didn't I?
Yes, and he was very polite. He said he
Yeah, well,
was
he's going to
sorry.
get a long way that way, real far.
Frank,
What?
door.
What?
Door.
Listen, I want to tell you something. Listen to me. Listen to me now. I'm talking to you. If this guy's got anything to say to you, you tell him to take it up with me, all right?
Frank, he's our neighbor. He's all alone. He told me that. He doesn't have any family. You know, I'm going to be nice to him if I want to.
What do you mean nice?
I mean, if he just wants to talk the way people do.
What if you want to talk to anybody, you go right down to the washing machine and you talk to the women, huh?
Oh, sure, I can talk to them. About babies and diapers, formulas, about how you get heartburn after the first,
All right,
lose
all
your
right,
figure.
all right, that's enough, all right. I didn't want to bring it up. I didn't mean anything. Let's not go into that again. You don't like to talk to the woman, I don't like the flower crusher next door, then let's go someplace else.
No, Frank. I'm tired of being jumped around this country like a checkerboard. I want to stay in one place. I want to stay one place just long enough to see one flower grow.
What do flowers got to do? How do flowers get in the conversation? You get the seeds free with a box of soap. What's so important?
Frank, I just want to raise something. Frank, I'm sorry.
So am I. I'm sorry too, sweetie.
Hey, Frank, coming over. We're celebrating.
Come on, we're having a ball.
What are you celebrating?
Our new supervisor just made Eagle Scout.
No kidding, no kidding. We're celebrating. We're having a party. What's that?
Champagne.
What do you do? You got caviar in the lunchbox too? What's going on?
I told you. It's a testimonial to our new peerless leader. Don't he inspire you with respect, Frank?
Wait a minute. What'd you guys do? Lay out $4 just to needle me? You're pretty hard up for a joke, huh?
Frank, it's my bottle. I bought it to pass around.
For what?
To celebrate. I had a kid. I mean, my wife did.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Frank.
How many kids you got now, Dominic?
5. I've got a basketball team.
Keep on trying, Dominic. But let me tell you something. Baseball players make more dough.
Frank, you want a shot? I mean, maybe we ought to duck the bottle. I don't want to get into trouble.
Say, I wonder if the new supervisor's a teetotaler.
So what, if he's got any grievances, we'll take it to arbitration.
Hey, you better watch yourself. I hear that Peters knows where the body's buried up in the front office.
You guys don't want to get in trouble. The guy's got connections. Every time they sneeze in the front office, he wipes their nose.
So what? I don't know my job to any relative.
What then? Sheer talent?
That's right. Sheer talent. Anytime you want anybody to push a bull around here, you know who to come to.
Is that what you told Sam last night?
That's what I told him. I offered to quit, too.
Sure you did.
I didn't. I told him he could do his job.
What are you doing up here all morning? Saying goodbye to your horse?
Oh, wait a minute, Weiser. Wait a minute. It may interest you to know that Sam asked me to stay here.
Sure he did.
Wait a minute, Father. Don't needle me now.
Frank, I'm just kidding. For crying out loud, you got a family to worry about. You got kids, so you eat dirt. We all do.
Maybe you eat dirt, but I don't because I don't like the taste.
Come on, knock it off. Here he comes.
Mark? You looking for me?
Yeah. Well, it can wait till after lunch.
No. Listen, you got something to say to me, say it now. You got instructions from the front office?
Yeah, I do have. Look, Ma, I want...
Mr. Ma. We guys on the job, we like it kind of formal. It's Mr., see?
Look, Ma, I've got my job. If the crew sees somebody getting away with something, I might just well pack up. I know that. You made a crack. All right? I didn't hear it. We'll leave it that way, huh?
Okay, if that's the way you want it.
I don't want to get anybody in trouble with Mr. Ostrowski.
Oh, I see. You'd have to run to him, is that it?
If I have to, yes.
You couldn't think of anything else to do, could you?
I don't have to. Just don't make me hear anything I'd have to report. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Marr, did you initial this?
What is it?
It's a memo. A safety check. I'm supposed to check all the Skinners off. It's a memo from Sam Ostrowski.
So read it.
All operators are reminded that brake pressure must be allowed to reach maximum level before shifting out of neutral. The practice of starting tractors and allowing brake pressure to accumulate underway is a severe safety hazard. A near collision occurred yesterday to an operator who thought he could get away with building pressure while rolling. Let's keep our safety record clean. Signed, S.W. Ostrowski. Will you initial it, please?
You understand what it means?
I'm supposed to get your initials on this for Mr. Ostrowski. I report to him. Thanks for your cooperation, Mr. Marr.
My pleasure.
You didn't get into a fight with him, did you?
We're gonna get in a fight when it takes two men to fight. He just pretended you didn't hear, that's all.
Well, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, if he's got connections the way you say, we could just get into trouble.
What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to be scared of San Angelo and Marcus because this guy's got somebody pulling wires from somewhere?
No, I didn't say that.
You know something? It's not losing a job that burns me. I mean, you go through life, you lose a job, you get a job, that's life. But here's a guy, you call him, you challenge him. He doesn't call you bluff or anything. Or maybe I can take him apart, maybe I can. But at least the guy should swing back at me. How can you respect a guy like that? Oh, what's that? That's a flute. A la-di-da. How do you like that, a flute?
I like it. What's wrong with music like that?
Nothing wrong with music like that, but you figure a man would play a guitar, accordion, something like that, you know, but a flute...
I used to play that piece when I took piano lessons.
No kidding.
Well, anyway, it was nice about the flowers.
You had to be nice about the flowers, because you're afraid if he wasn't nice about the flowers, you would slug him, that's why.
I'm talking about the plant he brought yesterday.
What plant?
There. It's to make up for running over the garden. Beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, this is gorgeous, yeah. Oh, I see. This is what he figures is going to make up for everything, is that it? Well, I want to tell you something. You keep him away from here and you keep away from him.
Oh, Frank, come off it. How can I?
Because I said so. That's how you
Well,
can.
now, what right have you to say
Because
so?
I'm your husband. That's what's right. Number one. And number two, I'm man enough to take him apart.
Not man enough, just strong enough.
Well, either way, he loses.
Look, he told me that he didn't know the job was supposed to go to you.
When did he say that?
This afternoon.
What else did he say?
Well, he said he was a captain in the medical corps in the Army, administration or something.
That figures. It's limited service. It's a glorified two-bar office boy. What does he know about service anyway? Was he wounded like I was?
This is his first job out of the service.
What did he do? Tell you his life history? What else did you talk about?
Nothing. Just things, books, flowers, movies, his wife.
What do you mean his wife?
Well, apparently she died a couple years ago.
I don't care what you talk. I don't care if you talk about his wife, the service, whatever it was. You keep him away from here and you keep away from him. That's all.
Look, I am not an electrical appliance that you turn off in the morning when you leave and you turn on again when you want me at night. I have a right to talk to people. I have a right to have friends.
You want friends? Look, this crap has got 50 trailers in it. It's jumping with women. Now, what do?
They take care of their children.
Listen, you're going to play that thing all night now. Stop
Frank,
it.
shut
up. Now, listen. Some people like to get some sleep here.
Frank.
Maybe that'll shut him up. Talk to you.
So talk.
About last night. It didn't occur to me that I might be disturbing anybody.
And?
Well, I'm used to being on my own. I kind of play to keep myself company. Look, Ma, we got off on the wrong foot. My getting in the way of your tractor and then backing up over your garden, but there's no reason we should let a thing like that make trouble, is there? Look, if there's anything I've done, just tell me and maybe we can straighten it out. There's no reason why we can't be friends, is there, Ma?
No, there isn't. I tell you what, you call me Frank, huh? What's your first name?
It's Eb.
Eb, that's short for something?
Yes, matter of fact, it is. It's sort of unusual. It's funny, really. You see, my mother was English. It's not a common name in America. It's Evelyn.
Evelyn, huh? All righty. Hey, what you do? You call me Frank, and I'll call you Evelyn. Huh? Boys, I want you to meet our new assistant supervisor, straight from the Campfire Girls. Evelyn. Isn't that right?
All right, Ma. You had your joke now. That's enough. 8 o'clock, man. Let's get the equipment rolling.
Come on, girls, let us get back to work.
I told you before, Ma. Don't make me hear anything I have to report. I don't want to turn you in.
Evelyn.
Now, you listen to me. I can take this as a joke just so far. What do you expect me to do when you push me?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Listen, you want to stop me? Go ahead. Come on, stop me. Go ahead.
Hey, thank you. Don't get many more Charlies loaded now.
Yeah, I gotta take a 6 o'clock meeting.
Frank, maybe you bet.
What was I talking about? Accident. That's what I was talking about. Talking about accident, right?
Oh, Frank, it could happen to anybody. It could happen to me. It could happen to...
Look, I feel sorry for him. You know? You feel sorry for him, you feel sorry for him, we all feel sorry for him, right? Isn't that human impulse? Isn't that what's called human nature, huh? All right. But here's the point now. Supposing this guy makes a mistake, huh? Supposing this guy, he leaves a bulldozer in gear, then what do they do to him? They turn him, that's what they... No, wait a minute. What? If he gets hurt, then what happens? Huh? Human nature takes over. Suddenly everything's roses. Long stem American roses. You see what I mean?
Maybe we better get checking.
I was up to the hospital 3 weeks ago. He didn't have any flowers.
Why don't you forget it?
Listen, where's our protection? That's what I'm talking about. You have to look at it realistically.
I don't understand, Frank. What are you getting at?
Safety, that's what I'm getting at. Safety, sure is a wonderful thing, human impulses. But where's our safety when any weak sister with connections can walk right in front of your machine?
Well, what do you want from the guy? The guy's been in the hospital for a month. What do you want from him?
Leave him alone, will you, kid?
Well, how could he make out it was Peter's fault?
And whose fault was it?
Right.
Hey, that's smart. You figured it out. Number one, did anybody ask him to take the job? Number two, who asked him to crawl underneath the blade?
Maybe you're forgetting, Frank. You were hollering.
Oh, you want to make an argument?
I'll make an argument. You lay off. He's looking for a fight. Forget it. Forget it. Come on. Water under the bridge, huh? Water under the bridge.
I keep seeing that machine smashing down on him. I couldn't go to mass. I had to go to confession because it was on my conscience.
Conscience? When did you ever have
I'll bust you right in the mouth.
Oh, he's drunk. Will you be quiet?
Take him home.
Get out of here.
Take him home before I bust his nose.
Let me go.
Go home.
I see you down.
You'll see me. I'll be looking for you tomorrow.
Frank, come on, dude. All right, come on. Take it easy. Take it easy. Okay?
Yeah.
Good. Good night. Good night, Frank.
Yes, okay. Take care.
Yeah.
I'll be all right.
See you Monday.
All right, Monday. What do you want?
I knew what happened to you, and then I heard the. that's just a photograph, isn't it? Huh? Listen, can I wanna. Can I come in for a minute? Just 1 minute. I want to say something to you. I'm glad that you're better now, and I'm glad that you're feeling fine now.
Yeah, I'm fine now.
It's a tough break, you know. But it could happen to anybody. You have to admit that, don't you? You see, you have to have experience when you handle machines. I was sore at you. I admit I was sore at you, but anybody would be sore at anybody if they took their job away. Ain't that right? But it didn't have anything to do with anything else. You gotta believe that. What I'm trying to say is, nobody can blame anybody for an accident. You must believe that.
Get out of here. Stay away from me.
Well, can you get yourself to bed?
What kind of a man would do something like that?
Oh, look, Frank, come on now, please, go to bed.
I don't want Peters going around saying that I'm trying to do anything. It was his fault, you know. If he would have been man enough, he'd still have his arm.
Are you talking about that accident? Frank, what are you talking about?
He told me I had to get out. And he's trying to pin something on me, huh?
Come on now, just stop it, will you?
He better look out, that's all. He just better look out.
I think it's the other way around. I think you'd better watch out.
Wait a minute, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Nothing, Frank. Now, please get to bed.
What do you mean that I should better look out, huh? Huh? Oh, I see. You mean he's going to try to get me, huh?
No,
He's going to try to get me, or he's going to make it look like an accident. Ain't that right, huh? Sure, yeah. He's smart. Hmm? Sure. He can get me. He can get a bulldozer to turn over. Rocks falling down. Or maybe he could say, oh, carrier blade comes down like a bread slice, you know? Why not? Why not? Because I'm on the job and he gets a dozen chances every day. Huh?
Come on, Frank. I'll help you.
I'm drunk, guy.
Yeah, I know, Frank. It's like the night right after we were married and we went some of the boys for drinks, remember? You came home with your face all cut and you couldn't even talk straight. You said you had to fight everybody to get away. There was nobody strong enough to keep you away from me. Frank, you said you had to fight a whole barroom just to prove that you loved me. No, listen to me. Look at me. You don't have to fight anybody. Just show me, that's all.
Don't worry, because he ain't gonna get me.
Oh, Frank, forget him now. Please, please, forget him.
I forget him. Besides, he ain't got the guts, you see. Oh, and he don't work there anymore. No more. No more. Oh.
Frank, you all right?
What are you?
Are you all right?
What's his arm? What's his arm?
Wait, take it easy. Take it easy.
Watch his foot.
Wait. Are you all right? What happened? What happened?
I was working on a dozer, and then I came down here. I wanted to go underneath, and then I reached for the wrench down there, and the next thing I know, the blade falls.
Come on.
Lay off! What do you mean lay off, huh? You saw him up in the machine, the next thing into the blade falls. This guy's trying to get me.
Take it easy, everybody.
What do you mean? You saw him up there, then the blade falls.
That don't mean nothing.
You mean it doesn't mean nothing? He probably worked the ratchet loose, then he tried to get me, let the blade fall.
Sure. I worked the ratchet loose. Pried 10 by 10 timbers out from under the blade. All with one hand. All right, men. Get back to work.
Where did he go? What's he doing on the job anyway? What right has he got to be here?
Yeah, the company kept him on the payroll all along. He's well enough to work now.
So we got nothing to say about it? They don't care how many guys get killed?
Why don't you leave him alone, Frank? He's done nothing to you.
What's the matter? Look at you. What's this? It's a blade. It's not a butter knife, is it? Look, Frank, it's your fault that there weren't any blocks under there.
Oh, I get it. This guy's got connections. You guys are afraid of the connections so he can get away with murder. Is that it? How does that make sense to you?
Look, Frank, as far as I'm concerned, he's a guy with one arm trying to hold down a job. Why don't you lay off?
What's the matter with you, Charlie? You don't care if he gets me? Is that it? You too, huh?
He would lie to you.
I don't think so. He just doesn't understand, that's all. Listen, I told you, I saw the guy standing there, the next thing you know, the blade falls.
Yes, but Charlie said that was an accident.
Sure it was an accident. And next time after that'll be an accident. Time after that'll be an accident till finally gets me.
Look, people just don't do things like that. It's crazy.
Is it so crazy? Is it? Didn't you make me realize it yourself the other night? You said you better watch out. Isn't that what you said? You better watch out?
No, I wasn't talking about him. He's got troubles enough of his own.
Don't you realize, look, don't you know what a blade like that can do if it falls?
Well, sure. So does he.
Look, you don't understand me. I'm trying to make you realize something. Everybody feels sorry for him, you understand? So he's got a perfect setup there. Nobody realizes what he's trying to do. And if I say anything against him, the first thing you know, they look at me like I wasn't even a human being.
Frank, can't you even see what's real anymore? I tell you, people just don't do things like that.
That's exactly what he's counting on. Now, whose side are you on? Maybe you think he's got a good reason to kill me, huh?
You know what's the matter with you,
No, I'd like to know. Please tell me.
You're scared. You're scared stiff.
I'm scared of him, huh? That's a great joke. Him, and he's nothing.
Okay, then you've got nothing to worry about, have you?
Charlie, bring me another beer here.
Frank, you gotta get home. You have to be up early in the morning.
Well, we'll get home. We'll get home.
I'm here. You're all right with me, darling. Shh. It's all right. It's all right now.
You know something? Peters is out to get me.
Oh, Frank. No, he isn't. No.
Oh, yeah. He's out to get me.
Come on, go back to sleep. Come on.
Just a question of efficiency, that's all. It takes time to check things out.
Check what out?
Well, you got the couplings, the blade control, you know, it takes an extra half hour. Because I'm just looking at it from the company's point of view, you know. There's no skin off my teeth. It's your time.
You talking about Peters?
Yeah. Listen, Sam, you know, I'm as tough as the next guy, you know that. But you gotta be fair to the company. I mean, get him away from my machine. How can I do a day's work if I can't trust my machine? I gotta watch it, I gotta look at it, I gotta listen to it like it's waiting for me to slip. Don't take much to slip, you know, a turn of a wrench here and a cable half mile through there.
Can you get Frank?
Well, look, Sammy, you could ease him out. You know, nobody know that.
Get out of here. What kind of a rotten stunt you pulling? You trying to get a guy with one-armed can?
No, I'm not trying to get anybody can. I'm just looking at it from a company point of view, that's all.
You're wasting your time. I wouldn't trust you now with Peter's job, even if he quit.
You don't understand. This guy's out to get me. He's going to make it look like an accident. Now, what am I asking that's so unreasonable? It's just a safety measure, that's all. You want to get somebody killed?
Ah, shut up. I don't want to hear anymore. Why don't you knock off for the rest of the afternoon and get some rest? You need it.
What were you doing with him?
You want some coffee?
I don't want any coffee. I just want to know what you were doing with him.
Look, Frank, get out of the way. I was only helping him clean up the place.
Are you beginning to feel sorry for him?
I changed the sheets, swept the floor, and did the dishes.
That's great. You'll make somebody a fine wife someday.
Look, don't talk to me like that.
Well, what do you want me to say? Go make a date with him?
I think you've said just about enough.
You need a man who can pick you up like you were nothing. Nothing, you see? That's the kind of man you need. That's a man. That's what he is. You think he can do that? Listen, look, I know you.
Does that make you feel better? You picked me up like a load of dirt. I suppose you could crush me like a bulldozer if you wanted to. You think that's what a woman falls in love with? Because if that's all there is to a man, I should have married that tractor of yours. It's more powerful. Oh, Frank, I don't know. I suppose I really don't know what a man is. Growing up in a house full of women. I'm so sick of the frills and tears. But I know one thing. You see, I don't care how strong you are. And I don't care how easy you can pick me up. And I don't care how many men you can beat up in a bar room. You just don't make me feel like a woman.
I'll tell you, he's a phony, I'll tell you that. I knew that right from the start. I knew what he was like.
Oh, no, you didn't. Have you ever talked to him? Have you ever listened to him? Have you ever really even looked at him?
I looked at him.
You didn't see him. You're so filled with hate, you just can't see anything.
What are you talking about? What are you doing?
I'm just sick of it. I'm tired. I'm leaving you.
You mean to tell, are you going to go with him?
You wouldn't believe me if I said no.
I don't know. Wait a minute now. What's happened? Look, this guy tried to kill me. Don't you understand? He tried to kill me today, and he'll probably try tomorrow, and he'll keep on going till he gets me. Doris, listen to me. He hates me. Don't you understand? He hates me. I don't know why he hates me. I don't know. Maybe because of his arm or something. I don't know. Doris, please listen. Don't. Well, I love you. So please don't leave me.
Goodbye, Frank. I can't.
Frank Ma, will you give him this message? What's the matter? Nothing? Mar?
Just keep away from the machine, will you? Just keep away.
Do me a favor?
Got a message from
I don't want any messages from you. I don't want anything. Orders, messages, anything around here, I want to get it from Sam, nobody else. You understand?
I've had it. Why don't you lay off me? You just better watch out, Mark.
If anybody should watch out, it's you.
Now, wait a minute. Don't force me to do something I don't want to do.
Well, let's understand each other. I'm waiting for my chance, and when I get it, I'm not going to miss. We understand each other?
Yeah.
Let me have some.
What are you doing? Frank, get off! There's no pressure on the brakes! Frank, get off!
You two guys get a stretcher.
Should we get a priest or something?
Not anymore. I don't understand. He was a better skinner than that.
He took my machine. No brakes. No pressure. Why'd he do that? Why didn't he take his own?
How's Peters?
Oh, he's shaking up a bit, but he'll be all right. Oh, it's a funny thing. I sent him out with a telephone message from Frank's wife.
Here it is. He hung it on Frank's machine. I guess Frank didn't get to read it.
See. She says, change my mind. I'm at home.